Well, I love to sing my country song, but there's one thing that brings me more joy. That's sitting right down to a tasty meal. Guess you could call me the Hungry Cowboy. I might find it in a trailer or a restaurant, or maybe at my cousin Elroy's. Should have even been known to cook it for myself. Yeah, that's right, I'm the Hungry Cowboy. I sure am a hungry cowboy. Oh, let's eat, kids.
Quiet on the set. Hey gang, welcome to another episode of The Hungry Cowboy. My name is Eric Neznik, and today we are going to make monkey bread. Monkey bread. Some people might know it as sticky buns, and it probably goes by a few other aliases, but I'm going to call it monkey bread. I get this recipe from my sister Karla. She used to bring it over when I lived in Staples, and it was delicious. Awesome morning time treat, afternoon treat, and before bed snack. Really, really good stuff. And to make monkey bread, and really to make anything in the Hungry Cowboy kitchen, you should be wearing an apron. And of course, I don't have an apron. At least I didn't have an apron until this last Christmas when my sister Karla got me one. So, I'm going to use that today. But I need a little cowboy magic. And usually you can do a little spell, sometimes it's abracadabra. I like the presto changeo thing. My town of Staples in Minnesota, way back 100 and some odd years ago, used to be called Presto. And the city newspaper at that time was called the Presto Changeo. So, for me, that's my go-to magic trick. So all I have to do is say 1, 2, 3, Presto Changeo. And voila, I am now in my monkey bread apron. Thank you, Sister Karla. So, let's get started. We're going to make delicious, sweet, and calorie-laden monkey bread. Make sure, first and foremost, that you've got some frozen bread. You're going to need 2 of these loaves, typical loaf sizes. I've got 3 here because I'm going to make some regular bread with the third one, but you need 2 of these guys. Why I'm telling you that is you have to make sure it's thawed. You usually buy that stuff frozen, and it's going to need to thaw overnight. So, hopefully get that part done first, and then focus on this. Into this little pan, you want to pour 1 cup of brown sugar. Boom! Let's see, let's go with 2 tablespoons milk from the cow. Bessie's making her contribution. 1 package of vanilla pudding. You want to do the cook and serve, not the instant pudding. 1 stick of butter. Stick this guy on your stove and just kind of stir it until she dissolves. So right now I'm still in the middle of melting down our butter, our brown sugar, our vanilla pudding, and our little bit of milk. It's on its way. I will say we are halfway there. We're like Bon Jovi living on a prayer. He says, whoa, living on a prayer. Make me monkey bread, I'll love it, I swear. Whoa, living on a prayer. Those notes are too high for my blood. All right, so next step, once you got that guy on the stove pretty much dissolved and ready to get poured over, just let it hang for a minute. Take another pat of butter, peel it off kind of like you would with maybe a burrito at Chipotle, but don't take a bite. And you're just going to butter a 9 by 13 pan. All you're looking for here is a nice release mechanism because toward the end of this little process, we're going to flip this guy over and you want to make sure that what was baking in here, let's go. You can make designs. You can write your name. Hungry Cowboy. Oh no. Okay. Once you're buttered, take the first of your 2 loaves of bread. And you're just going to pull them apart. Don't need to overthink it. Some can be big, some can be little. Generally speaking though, we're looking for bite size. Just make sure you cover the pan. We're going to end up doing this twice. So this is the first go around. You cannot screw this up. If you screw this part up, I'm coming to your house And I don't know, we'll have a drink together and maybe play some cards. I'll also do that if you don't screw it up. Either way, I'm a winner. So if you're seeing this at the right time, the Winter Olympics just wrapped up. Now, I love the Winter Olympics, coming from Minnesota, a cold weather state. And the one thing about the Olympics that has always been a little bizarre to me is some of the announcers that go just berserk once in a while. Usually it's the speed skating and the biathlon and things like that. There's this one guy, I can't think of his name, but all the time, he starts normal, most of the event is perfect. They're just talking, he's saying, Dan, he's looking good, the form is great, and then they're coming down to the last 2 laps. Around and around they go. And then all of a sudden, he just gets worked up. They're coming around. All right, Dan, he's looking for a pass. Dan, he passed him on the outside. Did you see that, Dan? Dan, did you see that? Oh my God, he's going to win this thing in the last second. And they just about have a heart attack. Now, I have no problem with that. I love the excitement. The one part of it that's always in there that I don't understand is the part where he says, Dan, did you see that? Of course he saw it. You don't need to ask him if he saw it, but they always do. They always, always do. We now have this. From here, we're going to sprinkle cinnamon all over this guy. Oh, not like that though. Just give it a nice, good coating of our friend cinnamon. All right, so we've got half a layer or 1 loaf of bread taken care of, topped with cinnamon. Come on over to your stove, grab your sugary fun mixture, and this whole thing, everything you dissolve down, is going to get poured over the bread. At this point, your kitchen should smell like Grandma's house. Or in my case, like Karla's house. So as soon as you're wrapped up, dip the old hands in flour. And we're going to go to loaf number 2 of the thawed bread. Same deal. Just break this into little pieces and sprinkle it all over the top. When you're done here, you've got the second loaf of bread on top, 1 more, splash of cinnamon, and then you're just going to let this guy sit for as long as it takes to start rising. And your goal is to get it to puff up to, we'll call it a ½ inch to maybe even an inch above the pan. And at that point, she is going in the oven. So I will check back in with you when we see the progress we need to out of the bread. All right, so here we are. This guy has basically risen. It honestly isn't as high as it maybe should be, but I want to get some Olympics watched, so I'm going to take it out, or put it in, a little quicker than I should. I go to my handy-dandy attached mittens? No, oven mitts. We're going to put this guy in our oven, which has been preheated to 350. And again, my good sister Karla forgot to indicate on her recipe card how long it's supposed to be in there. So I don't know. I guess I'll leave it in there for what, Karla? A day or 2? Let's try, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. Just do it until it's golden brown. And before I forget, it was Karla's friend Irma who made this beautiful monkey apron for me. So thank you very much. I love it. 20 minutes or so, wait till they're golden brown. We're going to pop them out. We'll take care of the last step. Whoosh. Whoosh. Not too bad. Okay, here's the deal. I just looked. It's been 18 minutes for me. So it was 18 minutes after I put these guys in that mine were ready. I don't know. Your oven might be different. Your experience in general might be slightly different. So maybe keep an eye on things after 15 minutes in the oven. You're going to do this kind of deal here, a little acrobatic move. This pan, flip over like this. Oh, and this is where it can get ugly. You're going to do a full flip. Whoa! And then somehow, there we go. See, it's kind of slipping off like suction cups, releasing. So, admittedly, it has been a while since I made this monkey bread. And when I told you a few minutes ago that it was really easy, it is, except for this this last part of flipping, and I edited it right out of there. I don't want you to see that because it took 17 of us to flip that thing over and keep it all kind of hung together. But bottom line is you got the idea. You flip it over, scrape into the extra caramel, layer it right on top, and then just dig. Oh no. Well, don't tell anyone. I'm going to use this butter over. Yep. Not anymore. New butter. A little butter. That stuff is delicious. That is a fantastic treat. Thank you, Karla, for sharing your monkey bread recipe with me. And I was happy to share it with you. Go out and make some monkey bread. Enjoy your afternoon or your evening or your morning. Take care. I'm Neznik, the Hungry Cowboy. I'll see you next time.